Hello viewers, welcome back to another episode of Footnote Sports Stream. Happy Chinese New Year. Every year they celebrate their New Year in February, and this is their Spring Festival. And also this year is the year of the Tigers, and we pray that this year is going to bring something joyous, something prosperous. We hope that this year at least the COVID situation will calm down. Okay, so viewers, this Footnote Sports Stream, and this time around Footnote Sports Stream, we are bringing you something extraordinary. We're bringing you the Footnote Sports Trivia. What is the Footnote Sports Trivia? It's a challenge. It's going to let us know how well you know your football club, how well you know your sporting club. So if you are supporting Chelsea, Manchester United, Liverpool, Real Madrid, even Hearts of Oak, Kotoko, PSG, any sporting team you support, how well do you know that club? Just don't hesitate to contact our numbers on the screen, our WhatsApp line, our normal line. You can email us. Just contact us and book your name so that we are going to embark on this challenge. You can be part of it. We are bringing it right to your doorsteps. We are not taking you anywhere. Just on your doorstep, we just call you. We ask of this challenge. Within the space of 60 seconds, you can do what? Answer as much questions that you can answer. Then if you are right, the number of right questions you get, you are not going scot-free. We have a prize for you, something special for you. Okay, now let's look at today's headlines. We're going to look at the Blackstar's new coach. We're hearing rumors that Chris Houghton has been named the new Blackstar's coach. How well do you think he can manage this Black Stars, the situation at hand now? How well do you think he can manage this team? Handling a club team is different from handling a national team. So I have my guest here with me who is going to take us into details. Chris Houghton's history. We know he's managed Brighton, Newcastle, Nottingham Forest. Let's see if he can bring that same managerial skills to the Black Stars. And let's see, we hear rumors also that he has this link with the foreign-based players, the likes of Houghton Odoi, Tariq Lamptey, and the likes. Yeah, let's see if he can bring more foreign-based players to the Black Stars, and let's see how quality this Black Star is going to look like. Okay, we cannot talk. Footnote cannot sit here without talking about the ongoing Afcon. So now we are the semi-finals, and these are the teams that are representing the semi-finals. We have Egypt, Cameroon, Senegal, and Burkina Faso. And 2nd February, Senegal is going to play against Burkina Faso. Let's see what is going to happen. And also Egypt and Cameroon are going to face on 3rd February. My analyst Abeku and Mohammed will be here with me as we discuss the Afcon news and the Black Stars new coach. And don't forget Footnotes Sports Trivia. It's our time. Let's have our guest. All right, viewers, welcome back to Footnotes Sports Stream. And as I told you, I have Abeku and Mohammed on Skype. Okay, so as we said, the headlines, we're going to talk about the Black Stars, the rumors we're hearing about the new Black Stars coach, Chris Houghton. So I'm going to start with Mohammed on Skype. All right, so Mohammed, we're hearing rumors about the Black Stars new head coach, Chris Houghton. And we know he's been with Brighton, Nottingham Forest, Newcastle. Do you think managing, we know there's a huge difference from managing a club team and a national team. So what are you going to say about his performance? We know he's good, but from the analyst, let's hear from you.
Well, I believe the last time we met, I made reference to the fact that the Blasters at this current stage don't need anything but a rush. We just need to take time and then rebuild our team. But that notwithstanding, we can't also wait because we have a lot of tasks ahead of us. And so no matter what the case will be, we'll still need a coach. Now, the rumors that are coming in is that Houghton or the former Brighton coach will be the next Blasters interim coach. That I will say it's a good call. But one thing I would want our management or maybe the GFA to kindly consider is the fact that this is a coach who has managed a club team for quite some time now. He isn't quite conversant with the terrain as far as national teams are concerned. But hey, he has been a coach and he knows how to manage players. And so I think his record stands right. He can still come in and help the Blackstars. But I will still hint on the point that we are at a stage where we need to rebuild the team. There isn't the need for any rush. I wouldn't give him much expectation. His task is just one: take us to the World Cup, and that will be it. And so, if he's coming, we know what he stands for. What I heard is that he's going to convince some of the players we have been chasing to come in. That's a good call. If he's able to achieve that, it will be a platform for Blackstars. But then, if not, I think that we are not going to earn anything much. It's just a matter of going to represent the nation and coming back again, because we have not still solved the issues or the problems that are facing us. And so I wish him nothing about the best. I don't know if he will be the next coach, but looking at the fact that he has performed in his endeavors as far as his former club is concerned, I am tipping him to succeed. And his succeeding is also dependent on what our players bring on board. And so I look forward to nothing but the best from this coach.
Oh, okay. Thank you, Mohammed. Oh, okay. Thank you, Mohammed. We know anytime you deliver, you try to tell us as it is, and thank you once again. So, Abeku, what are you going to say about the rumors we are hearing about Chris Houghton?
Chris Houghton, I think he also has a Ghanaian link, because he's a Ghanaian and also Irish. So 63 years of age, and looking at his experience, it's mostly club level, and we don't know. So it's just we are going to just do try and error once again for Blackstars. And looking at his career wins, out of 482, he has won only 188. And looking at it in percentage-wise, we are looking at all-time career win percentage leveling, representing 39%. So he's not looking at the average win level. It's not even more than 50%. So I think we shouldn't expect too much, because one, he has only managed club side. Two, we don't know his credibility, and we don't know his ability to manage Blackstars or like a national team. But we just hope, because any code that comes in Blackstars now is just going to be a short-term solution. It's not, or the business is qualifiers for the two-leg World Cup qualifier against Nigeria, and let's see, when we are able to qualify, you can take us to the World Cup, and you maybe reassess your performance after the World Cup.
All right, so viewers, if you're watching us this Footnote Sports stream, and don't forget, we still have this challenge on board, the Footnote Sports Trivia. We told you it's a challenge. How well you know your club, how well you know your sporting team. I told you is that the club in the whole world. If you support Hearts of Oak, Kotoko, PSG, Real Madrid, we just in the space of 60 minutes, we're going to ask you a series of questions, and if you're able to get most of the questions, we have a prize for you. And as usual, we'll have our guest Mohammed, the sports diplomat, and Abeku to be our judges to see how to see things through. Okay, so as well, Chris Houghton, if truly he is the new Blackstars head coach, we say more grace to your work, and we hope you will deliver as it is. Now let's go to the Afcon semi-finals. You know we cannot be here without talking about the Afcon. And once again, I told you, Egypt will be playing Cameroon, Senegal will be playing Burkina Faso. So first we're going to look at Senegal and Burkina Faso, then we'll come back to Egypt and Cameroon. So I'm going to start with the sports diplomat, Mohammed. Tomorrow, 2nd February, Senegal will be playing Burkina Faso. What do you think about this game?
It's going to be a tough encounter. we have reached a stage where most fans would love to see the semi-finals. It's one of the clashes that I think is going to bring African fans glued to their TV and that stuff. Now, Senegal and Cameroon have met, I think, about 12 times.
Senegal and Burkina Faso.
Senegal and then Burkina Faso, yes, they've met 12 times. And then when you look at the stats, there isn't much difference as far as winning on either side is concerned. Senegal, I think, have won 3 times, and Burkina Faso have won 2. The rest have won, have ended in a draw. And so I think that they are quite close in terms of display and then wins. So it's going to be a tough match. People might say Senegal have the quality, they have the players, they have everything that it takes, but to me, they have not impressed me enough in this tournament. Their tactical expression has not come out that well for us to see the kind of team they have, and so they've not performed to the task. They've not been up to task as far as the players they have is concerned, and so I am thinking that, and looking at Burkina Faso, currently there's some political unrest in their country, and these players are aware of these things, and so they would want to win something for the country to to at least make a statement. And it's not going to be that easy for Senegal. Looking at the kind of display they've given us in this tournament, I've not seen the Senegal we have all predicted to see. I've not seen them come out well in terms of display and then formation, tactical analysis and anything. So I am tipping Burkina Faso to go in for this, but then don't take anything away from the Senegalese.
Yeah.
The quality, they have the players, but they are not playing as a team. So that is what I think is it's pulling. But if they can come to the fore and solve all these little problems, I think they stand a higher chance, given the fact that they even stand ahead of Burkina Faso in terms of stats. And so it's going to be a tough encounter for each end, because the two of them do not have a lot of differences. They are all in West Africa. They all have, if you look at physique-wise, they are all strong. They have, in fact, they play similar kind of football. And so we can't expect anything but a very brilliant encounter. Yeah.
Okay.
A very brilliant encounter.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Thank you, Mohammed. Abek, what do you expect from these two Francophone countries?
As honorable sports diplomat said, I think basically it's going to be a tough game, and there are not much difference. But when you look on paper, I think Senegal has upper hand over Burkina Faso. But we all have seen in this tournament the quality of play from Senegal. It's not what we were expecting. I don't know, even because of the COVID crisis and some of the injuries that they had to their key players such as Sarr and also Mendy couldn't make it for the first 2 matches and all that. So I think maybe they are gelling up, and as the tournament has gotten to this stage, they might pick up, because even their previous game they scored 3-1 in Equatorial Guinea. Okay. So it shows that now they are very sharp in front of goal. So I think they can outsmart and outpace Burkina Faso. But even Burkina Faso has some more like reason to win the match because of the unrest going on in their country. They need to win something and take it to their country so that it can bring some level of calmness, because we know what sports can do, and football in particular, it brings peace, it brings unity, and I think everything is going to be fine. But let's see how the game, I can't predict. But
all right. So still on Abeku, let's look at the Egypt and Cameroon game, which is going to be on 3rd February. So what do you think about this Egypt and Cameroon game?
Yes, it's going to be one of the games to watch, because looking at the quality, the form in which Cameroon is in, and Egypt is also not really playing the type of football we know Egypt plays. Because they are struggling. I don't know. As I said, I don't know if it is because of the COVID. They didn't have enough time to prepare, or we just don't know what's going on. But I think Cameroon is much, looking at their forms. I think Cameroon has more advantage over with the home support and all that. But you know what Egypt can do when it gets to when it gets to these knockout stages. Egypt always pulls the surprise, and I think their last match I quite remember, Cameroon versus Egypt in Ghana, the final I think CAN 2008. Yeah, they are smart Cameroon, and I think they can easily outsmart Cameroon. But let's see the likes of Abu Bakar, what they can do, and the likes of Mo Salah, what they can do.
Okay, so Mohammed, you heard Abeku from his side of the story between Egypt and Cameroon. What are you going to say about this team, this game on 3rd February?
As my colleague has rightly said, it's going to be a tough encounter as well. I, for one, have not also seen Cameroon to be the team we expected them to be. Right from the group stages, they've met teams that I can confidently say are not tough enough. And so this, I classify as going to be their toughest game of the tournament. In fact, after they qualified from the group stages, they met Comoros, a Comoros team that was embattled with COVID-19 issues. Then they came to meet Gambia. Gambia debutants. This is their first Afcon. And they were just trying to make a statement. That statement had already been done. In fact, reaching the quarterfinals was enough for Gambia. And so you beating Gambia debutants, I don't think it's anything to write home about. And then their way through meeting Egypt is going to be their first toughest encounter as far as this particular tournament is concerned. Egypt, on the other hand, I think have come out from the toughest range and has this particular journey that they've been through has given them some more confidence, because I, for one, didn't see Egypt beating Morocco. You get it? They came to the fore when the much needed attention was required of them, and they were able to beat Morocco. So that confidence that they've gathered in the last match, I think Cameroon should really stand more. And looking at the stats shows that Egypt are ahead of Cameroon. They've met, I think, 25 times, and Egypt have won 13 good times. Cameroon have won 7, and the rest has ended in a draw. So the last encounter was in the 2017 finals, which Cameroon won. But let's be guided that it was on the Cameroonian soil, and so it gave them that match edge or that advantage over Egypt. Yes, this year too is going to be the same terrain where Egypt will have to be playing Cameroon, who are hosting the tournament. But that notwithstanding, I think that Cameroon are now going to face their toughest opponents, and Egypt have also built upon their slow starts to being a team that are now a force to reckon. I for one see Egypt as not that team that we thought they would be displaying to us in this tournament. But given the fact that match after match they keep on improving, I am thinking that they will give Cameroon a very, very tough moment. And so we look forward to seeing a very nice encounter among these two great African giants. And this turn, I wouldn't want to predict, but in looking at the little analysis that I've made, I am thinking maybe Egypt might surprise Cameroon. Yeah, that's what I think.
Okay. All right, viewers. Okay. That's right. Okay. All right, viewers. If you're watching us this Footnote Sports stream, and you can hear for our analysts, both of them are giving us a great analysis on the Afcon semi-finals. So let's see what happens on 2nd and 3rd as they play the semi-finals. Okay. So as we are drawing the curtains, Mohammed, what are you going to say to your viewers? As we drawing the curtains, what are you going to tell your viewers based on the Afcon semi-finals and the Blackstar's new coach?
Well, I will tell our viewers to just calm down and enjoy the Afcon. Though there have been some hitches here and there, refereeing issues and other stuff, but I think it has still come out well. We should hope for the best in the near future. And then Blackstar's new coach. Well, we've been doing this try and error for some time now. In about 2 years, I think we've hired about 3 or 4 coaches. That is not good for our country. But let's see. We want to qualify for the World Cup, and we can't just sit down and say because Blasters didn't perform well in the last tournament, so we are going to. We still have to move on. But I still stand to that particular session that I made in previous sessions that we need to start rebuilding. Rebuilding is the most important thing. That matra is not going to help us. And so let's calm down. Let's hope for the best. That's all I can say. Let's hope for the best.
All right. Okay. All right. Thank you. Abik, what are you going to tell the viewers?
So I think I'll focus. I think I'll leave the viewers for now. Tell GFA to give coaches peace of mind to make their own selection because this Afcon have taught us that a lot of things are going on behind the scene. But so the GFA needs to give coaches the liberty to choose the players that they think they can. And for the Afcon too, we are expecting excellent quality games this coming week. So let's see how things go, and I think we will see those who qualify to the final, and we'll come here and talk about the two teams.
All right, so viewers, if you're watching at this Footnote Sports stream, and I thank my analysts for gracing this episode. All right, Mohammed, our sports diploma, thank you for coming to Footnote Sports Stream, and we will see you in our next episode as we bring you the finals of the Afcon. And also, we are telling the viewers that we are going to have a challenge. That is the Footnote Sports Trivia. How well you know your sporting club. You have to answer questions within the space of 60 seconds. So I'm going to brief you a little more about these things backstage, and we try to organize this thing well. Okay, and Abeku, also thank you for coming.
It's a pleasure.
All right, so viewers, we draw the curtains here and see you in our next episode as we bring you something good. See you in the Afcon finals. Isa.
Yeah. How many times am I supposed to say this? Yeah. How many times am I going to say this? Footnote.